AOTP casters, Jason again, alongside Alan. So we're walking to the stadium, gorgeous Saturday day here for the Ball State Spring Game. And what do you think? Excited for some football? The first game? Stoked? So stoked. So pretty good crowd so far. We just parked over in the lot next to the stadium. Got some tailgaters going on. I think a little better crowd than we were expecting. There's also a baseball game going on today, so that's good.
It's 1st and 10 on Red's 49-yard line.
Hey Cardinal fans, Alan Rucker from overthepylon.net. Here post-spring game on field at Schumann Stadium. It was certainly a beautiful day. Can't say it was beautiful on the field. Pros and cons. Defense looked fantastic. Don't know whether that was a result of the offense looking inept or the defense really looking good, but line play seemed solid. Juwan Edwards great per usual. A little bit of a quarterback battle. Jack Miles, Nazi man, still unsure. Coach Lembo unsure after the game as well. Surprisingly enough, not a lot of fans here. It is Easter weekend, but it was a beautiful Saturday here at Schumann Stadium. 44-22, your final. And we are, what, 3 months away from fall? So there we go. Big story of the day. Elevator in the press box appears to be working, so that is a plus. Joe Hernandez, Associate Athletic Director, did actually get trapped in the elevator, so there's that. And Jason got to give a high five to Joey Lynch. So really, win-win all around.
After the game, we had a chance to catch up with Coach Lembo and ask him how he thought his defense performed.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they came out with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. They've been getting better all spring, and I'm really pleased with how they played. I thought they played hard, but they played well together, and it's a good sign. It's a very good sign.
Was this kind of performance something that you thought might be possible to happen holding the offense with no touchdowns, or did that even surprise you a little bit?
No, I don't know what. I guess I don't predict those kind of things. You try to prepare them as best you can and let them come out and play.
I know at the beginning of the spring we talked about a very balanced quarterback battle. Has that evolved, changed, jockeyed a little bit in your eyes through the spring, or not really?
There's been some subtle changes to it, but I think it's still very much a battle. And as we talked about early in spring, I'm not overly concerned in terms of rushing to make a decision. I think it's good and healthy if those guys have to compete over the summer, and hopefully they'll all continue to get better. And obviously at some point during preseason camp we'll have to make a decision in order to get ready for Colgate.
How do you kind of critique the overall quarterback performance today?
I thought it was inconsistent. And that's not just all on them. There were some drop passes and things like that too, but overall it was just okay. It was good to see some younger guys generate some pass rush. Anthony Winbush has really come on this spring. He would be in that category of real pleasant surprises, and a guy that I think is going to give us another edge pass rusher. Mike Ayers, we held out today. He turned his ankle a couple days ago, so Anthony got to play a little bit more than he might normally have, and he took advantage of those opportunities.
Looking over the summer, you mentioned things to critique from this. What types of things are you looking for from the quarterbacks over the summer and moving into the fall?
Well, first of all, just to run the offense, just to allow us to operate, and I think we have done a pretty good job with that. You didn't see procedural penalties and things of that nature today. We had the one offsides on Jordan Williams, which was disappointing, but I feel good that those guys are allowing us to operate now. Are we operating as fast as we can be? Are we making as good of decisions as we can be? Are we being as consistent as we can be? You know, there's a lot of room to get better in all those areas.
How much does it help with them in general in offense, having a guy like Edwards back in the backfield?
Oh, it helped. We got a very good supporting cast. You know, we're going to be solid up front on the offensive line. We've got 3 tight ends that we can play and have a lot of confidence in those guys in the game. Between Jawan and Horatio and Teddy Williamson, we're deep at tailback. And so whoever ends up being the guy is going to have a good supporting cast. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
You said it's going to be a battle. You're not going to say one over the other at all. It's still very much an or.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not real worried about it.
Kevon Maybon looked sharp today, Coach, after the year off.
Did he?
I thought he did.
I thought he had a big drop.
He did have a big drop.
You know, he's got a tremendous upside. He's a physical presence. He and Jordan both just need to make the plays that come to you. And one drop doesn't sum up the day because he had a lot of other good catches and did a lot of other good things. But between Kevon and Jordan and Chris Schillings, we need those guys to be consistent players for us, and they're all very much capable of being very good receivers in the Mid-American Conference.
Any surprises from further down the depth chart that you maybe hadn't expected? Or that
I'll
fans
tell you
would be
who had a
surprised
good
by?
day, Ralph Smith, who we moved from corner to slot receiver this spring. I really like Ralph. He's coachable. He takes criticism well. He's very focused. And he came out and had several nice grabs today. I don't know, I'm guessing 3 or 4 that right off the top of my head that Ralph probably had receiving. All right, so there you go, 3 catches. So 3, I think I said 3 or 4, right? So no, it was good to see Ralph step up, and I think that's been a good move for us. We have some corners with some playing experience, and I don't know if he would have got quite as significant playing time this spring had we left him in corner. He embraced the move to receiver, and good to see him come out in front of a good crowd and take advantage of the opportunity.
Coach, I was talking to Deshaun a little earlier, and he kind of said that this secondary now feel like they're the veterans, and they've kind of grown together. What kind of progress has that group made through the spring?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's been neat to see when you look at some of these guys going into their 3rd year in our program, been in the same system, been around each other, and how they're playing cohesively together. The other thing is, guys like Hurley and Hester and Aaron Taylor, they're really starting to show the benefits of Dave Feely's strength and conditioning program. There were several instances today where they came up and made physical tackles on Jawan Edwards, who we know has made a lot of people miss and run a lot of people over the last 3 years. And those guys are coming up and tackling them with aggression. It's really good to see.
Was it nice to see Shane Bell be able to pop that big one?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Shane is a great kid. When we got here a little over 3 years ago, and I would say the same thing if he was standing here, he struggled to walk and chew gum at the same time. And here we are 3 years later, and he is going to be a 5th-year senior who's going to make a lot of contributions to this team from a special team standpoint, as a role player, a receiver, and really from a leadership standpoint too. And that's really good to see because we don't have a huge senior class.
So we are 3 months away from fall and the beginning of the Ball State football season. Spring game in the books for coverage of that and issues going forward. Stay tuned, overthepylon.net and Over the Pylon podcast on iTunes.